Vatican City this morning, looking live where thousands are joining the millions around the world in mourning the death of Pope Francis. News came overnight from Vatican officials that Pope Francis died at age 88. It was here in St. Peter's Square just yesterday where the pontiff delivered an Easter address. Pope Francis had been hospitalized and battling pneumonia for weeks.
He died less than 24 hours after he presided over Holy Mass on Easter Sunday. In this video, you can see Pope Francis being wheeled out to the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, where he delivered the traditional blessing. He then got into his Pope-mobile and waved to a huge crowd of people in St. Peter's Square. The first time he's done that since he was released from the hospital more than a month ago. His appearance surprised many after he spent 38 days in the hospital.
And just now, Pope Francis has spent all night screaming at demons who are trying to drag him to hell, the Vatican has confirmed. 88-year-old Francis remains in hospital battling kidney failure, brought on by double pneumonia. But this battle pales in comparison, posed by the beclawed, soul-eating demons from hell. A spokes-cardinal confirmed that the pontiff had to be sedated last night after screaming, "Get these evil bastards off of me," as a portal to hell opened up at the end of his hospital bed, sparking fears the end is near for the leader of the Catholic Church.
This might piss off some of you Catholics, but as a recovering Catholic myself, I have to say it. Everyone who's like, oh my gosh, Pope Francis is dead. It's so sad. He was such an amazing human. No, he wasn't. He was the head of probably the most corrupt organization we've ever had. The organization, the Catholic Church, that is probably responsible for the molestation and sexual abuse of more boys than probably any other group. The organization that is not, if not the wealthiest, one of the most wealthiest in the world. Doesn't pay taxes, claims to care about the poor, but is ridiculously rich. And Pope Francis did nothing that actually counted, meaning he still let people who were abusing children just move around to other churches, and like he knew it, and it still happened. I don't care how many times he called Gaza. He upheld the most corrupt institution, and if you think he's a great guy for that, wake up and see how harmful the Catholic Church is.
Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in all truth and sincerity. Shalom, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. The house of David started with 144,000, followed by the 1/3 remnant. Shalom. The Pope is dead. Call all Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. All right, the Pope is dead. All right, and they're gonna appoint another one through their wicked ass rituals they do. But this whole we're at the end, man. So the Pope dying, and things being exposed the way they are, prophecy speaking the way it is, man. Hey, Yahweh Shah's return is near. All right, so the Pope is out of here, man. He done checked out. He back in the spirit world. He gonna be born back into the kingdom, all right, in slavery. And which, the Pope, he ain't running shit anyway. He got, people bowing down to him, people worshiping him, calling him father and all that. But the Pope is a puppet to the elites as well, man. All right. These elites are who's in charge. All right. So, the Pope is out of here, man. The head of the Roman Catholic Church. All right, which is the false prophet, man. All right. And people were saying, he was the best pope. He was better than all the other popes. All the popes are wicked, man. Roman Catholicism is wicked. The Roman Catholic Church is the false prophet that the Bible speaks of, man. And that's why all these false religions, all these idol worships, all right, all these worship of idols, man, these so-called false so-called religions, philosophies, and doctrines, they all are part of the Roman Catholic Church. That's what the word Catholicism means, man. All right, universal, all-inclusive. So all these religions, all right, Christianity, Jehovah, wickedness, all right, all these different religions, including Islam, man. It's all a part of the Roman Catholic Church. It all comes from Roman Catholicism, man. That's the false prophet. All right. So the Pope is out of here. Pope Francis, he was no different. He was wicked as hell, man. All right. Cause you know, as you saw in the clip, he had been in the hospital, screaming at demons, being tormented by demons and all that, man. Cause he opened that he opened that portal, all right, to deal with those demons on the left hand side. All right, I think it was called. He opened what they call the so-called holy door. All right, to what it was, St. Peter's Basilica or something like that. All right, which was creepy as hell, man. Demonic and satanic, man. All right, so now he done checked out, man. All right, so let's go to matter of fact, let's start in 2 Thessalonians. Because these devils, they know who they are, man. The Roman Catholic Church is very demonic and satanic, man. 2 Thessalonians, I think it's the second chapter. I think it's 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. Yep. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. I'll start at verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So this is written by the Apostle Paul, all right, to the church at Thessalonica, all right, to the Israelites, all right. So he was already saying what the mystery of iniquity, basically the man of sin, the wicked is already in rulership. They're already working. Who the Romans, the Edomites, because this is during the Roman Empire, all right, the ancient Roman Empire. So the Edomites, the wicked, was already working. They was already in rulership. All right, only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way, meaning the Most High. All right, so the wicked has to rule the earth, and that's who's ruling now, man. You know, this the point, verse 8, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy them with the brightness of his coming, even him who's working. Salakia, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of truth, that they might be saved. So the point is, whose coming is after the working of Satan. And like I said, the Roman Catholic Church is very demonic, very satanic. It's ran by the wicked, man. You know, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And Pope Francis, he was no different. Wicked as hell, man. Evil. All right. So, because you got the, the 3 city states. All right. Which is, matter of fact, let's get that scripture. So they know that they're the seed of the serpent, that they're the wicked, man. They know that they're Edomites, man. People like the Pope and these elites, man. They know who they are. All right. And they know the Lord is dealing with them on the left-hand side. They know that they're the wicked. Let's get Revelation, not 13, 16. So their coming is after the working of Satan, man. They're the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. So the false prophet is the Roman Catholic Church. All right. The dragon is who? The Roman Empire. All right. Which we're in now. We're in the revived Roman Empire. America is part of the Roman Empire, the second leg. All right. Because they came making the power during the what they call the Renaissance, meaning the rebirth of who? The Edomites, the so-called white race. All right. So the dragon is the Roman Empire, and the mouth of the beast, which is NATO, EU. All right. And America is part of the beast, man. So, yeah, man, 3 unclean spirits like frogs. All right. And the 3 unclean spirits are the 3 city states, man. All right. You got the financial sect of it. All right. The economic sect, which is London. That's where the elites are. That's where they dwell at in London. These Rockefellers, the Rothschilds. They mostly the majority of them, they dwell over there in England. All right, that's where they established everything at, these bankers, man, London. All right, so that's the financial aspect, the economic part of it. All right, and then you have America. All right, mainly Washington D.C., which is the military. All right, so you have America. All right, it's the military might. All right, and then you have the Vatican. That's what I think about, the Vatican, and that's where the Pope, Vatican City and all that wicked shit, man. So those are the three unclean spirits. And the Vatican, it's very demonic, man. And its architecture and its structure, man, it's designed like a serpent, man. All right, that's why I read that in 2 Thessalonians 2:8, whose coming is after the working of Satan. All right. Because when you go to the, matter of fact, I got the picture. We'll come back to that. So look at here, man. You see, this is inside the Vatican. They got a whole room, all right, a whole hall, a cathedral, whatever the hell you want to call it, that's designed like a serpent, man. Look at this. All right. So you got the reptilian skin, which is serpent skin. All right, and a frog is of course a frog is an amphibian. All right, but it has those eyes, man. Just the frogs and eyes have frogs and eyes. Frogs and snakes have very similar eyes, man. That's why I said three unclean spirits like frogs, man. Frogs are, these devils, they use the frog because, it's very demonic. Now, the frog in itself isn't demonic because the scriptures say all the creation, all the works of the Lord are righteous and good. So, roughly paraphrasing. But these devils, they use frogs, man, snakes, different kind of serpents, reptiles, man. All right. So you have the reptilian skin. You have the slit-shaped eyes, the serpent eyes. All right. Then you got the snake skin. You got the fangs, man. This is inside the Vatican, which are one of the three unclean spirits. All right, the Vatican. And then when you go down here, this is another picture. All right, so this is inside the Vatican, man. And you see right here the Pope Francis walking out in the, in front of a multitude of people in the serpent room in the Vatican, man. All right, so who's coming is after the working of Satan. So these devils, they know who they are, man. They know that they're the serpent seed, man. All right, and there's an outside picture. I should have saved that one too. I'll go get it. Of the Vatican, it's built like a serpent head. See if I can find a picture real quick. Esau, they might have done took it off. Let me see. I'm gonna do it like this. Vatican serpent. That's the inside. Here we go. It's just like a serpent's head, man. Look at that. All right, this is the outside, and you see the eyes right there on the side in the center. That black spot right there, that's the eye. So it's a serpent head with the eyes on the side, man, and the fangs in the front. This is the outside, at the Vatican City. So it's built just like a serpent's head, man, because these devils, they know who they are. They know that they're the seed of the serpent, man. That they know that's who they go back to when the scriptures talk about that old serpent was cast down, man. Our Lord willing, I get that. So these devils, they know who they are. Look at this one. A serpent, man. This is Vatican City. So who's coming is after the working of Satan. Satan means adversary, man. He's adverse to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. All right. So let's go back to the scriptures. Revelation 16, I read 13 again. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are the spirits of devils working miracles. Yep, on the left-hand side, man, miracles. All right, including, their technology, false miracles on the left hand side. They, you know, they basically able to rule in wickedness, man. You know, because everybody knows about the wickedness of the Roman Catholic Church. All right, that's why I put the clip of that, what appeared to be an Edomite lady going in on the Pope in the Roman Catholic Church, man. Talking about, you know, how they are all PDF files. All right, they love little boys, man. You know, I don't want to say too much. But yeah, man, so they have a stigma. They have a reputation for that. These Catholic priests, man. All right. So they are the spirits of devil working miracles. And they're able to do this. And it's known worldwide. And they still are able to get away with it, man. So that's part of their working miracles, man. You know. And like the lady said, man, Pope Francis, he was in on it. You know. For Revelation 16:14, for they are the spirit of devils working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather them to the battle of that great day of the Most High Almighty. All right. So yeah, but the Lord has a purpose for these devils, man. All right. That's why he's gathering them over there now. You know, you're seeing things, you know, the so-called Middle East is on fire over there, man. All right. But the point is, hey, the Pope, man, the Roman Catholic Church is very demonic, very wicked, man. The Roman Catholic Church is the false prophet, man. They're not of the Most High Yahweh Shema Shah. They're completely adverse. They're Satan, who's coming is after the working of Satan, like I read, man. Satan means what? Adversary. They're adverse to the word of Yahweh Shema Shah. They're adverse to righteousness, man. All right. So we say call Allah Yahweh Shema Shah for taking the Pope out, man. You know. And it's no coincidence that it happened on their pagan Easter celebration, man. It happened, he dropped dead the day after that, man. You know. So, hey, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shah. Let's go to Revelation 19. Get more on the false prophet. You know. But before we go there, let's go to Matthew 24. Yahweh Shah prophesied about him, man. Let's go to Matthew 24. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24. I'll start at 3, Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And that's the Roman Catholic Church is part of that, man. Now you got all kind of false prophets in every sect of these so-called religions, man. But the Roman Catholic Church is included in that, man, because they got a lot of people deceived, thinking that they're righteous, man, but they're wicked as hell, man. The Roman Catholic Church, all right, is the false prophet, all right? The false prophet of false prophets, man. That's the Roman Catholic Church. I'm going to jump down, because I think he mentioned it again, or that might be the only verse where Yahweh Shah mentioned it. I thought it was another one. Yep. Because remember we read in Revelation 16 and 13. All right, Revelation the 16th chapter where it said what the false prophet had worked miracles. All right, Yahweh Shah prophesied about this, man. Matthew 24:24, red lady Yahweh Shah speaking. For there shall arise false anointeds. All right, false messiahs. False Hamashiachs, all right, false Mashiachian, meaning false anointed. For there shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, all right, and the Roman Catholic Church is the false prophet of false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So Yahweh shall prophesied about these false prophets. With the Roman Catholic Church is the false prophet, because remember we read in Revelation 16 to it. The false prophet wrought miracles, worked miracles in the sight of the people, man. All right. So Yahweh shall prophesy about these devils, man. Let's go to Revelation 19. And they mix all these different pagan gods, man. Because the first picture I had when I went to here, all right, was who? He got, look at all this idolatry, man. he got the fish hat on. This is Pope Francis. All right, he got the fish hat on, which goes back to a Babylonian pagan god, Babylonian idol called Dagon. All right. Matter of fact, let me go get that before I read Revelation 19. All right, let's see. See if I can get it. Pope fish hat. Yep. Let's see what this is. Yep. You see right here, man. Dagon priest with fish hat going back. These were the Babylonians. You know, this is one of their this is a Babylonian idol that the Babylonians had. All right, the ancient Babylonians. All right, Dagon, the fish god. So their priests would wear this hat that looked like a fish. All right, a fish head, a fish mouth, and you see it. You see the Pope got it on, man. All right. It says so the Catholic Pope wear the same style hat as the old pagan priests who worship the fish god Dagon. All right, and you see Dagon right here at the bottom. All right, which was a Babylonian idol, man, a Babylonian pagan god. All right. So you see here, man, you know. And then, you know, that's what, like I said, that's what the word Catholicism mean, all inclusive, all these different so-called religions, man, these different idols, man. Because you see here, he got the fish hat on, who's in the background? The Edomite depiction of the Virgin Mary and baby, that's baby Jesus, that ain't baby Yahushua. All right. And that's not even the Virgin Mary. All right, because they were so-called black. All right, they were dark complected. You know, because the Virgin Mary and our Lord Yahushua, they're of the tribe of Judah. All right, they're Judites, which would be so-called Negroes today. All right, and so you see, he's got the fish hat on, going back to Dagon, the fish god. You know, they got this Queen of Heaven worshiping the Virgin Mary, which is off. All right, that's why they do what? Hail Marys. All right, so it's just wicked as hell, man. And virgin, as in the Virgin Mary, just means she was a young woman. It doesn't mean she never had sex. All right, just for the record. All right, so that's what Catholicism is. All these different pagan gods, man. All this idol worship rolled into one, man, mixed together, man. All right. So you see, that's why these popes, they wear the fish hat, man. That goes back to a Babylonian deity. So let's go back to Revelation 19. And yep, Revelation 19 and 20, you see the subheading, Doom of the False Prophet. Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. And the mark of the beast is the microchip. All right, Revelation 13 and 16 on down. The mark of the beast is the microchip. All right. And them that worship his image, these both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. So the false prophet, which is the Roman Catholic Church, man. All right. Which wrought miracles before the beast. All right. That's why Yahushua said they're going to shew great signs and wonders. In Revelation 16, it said what? That they wrought miracles. All right. And it says the same thing here in Revelation, the 19th chapter. All right. Because everything that you about to see with this fourth industrial revolution, transhumanism, merging man with machines, they're going to work these false miracles on the left-hand side, you know, by way of the chip. You're already seeing it, man. They saying what? That this chip, it can give sight to the blind. You know, the lame can walk again, man. You know, if you're paralyzed, you can have control over your limbs again, man. All right. So that those false miracles, man. All right, it's all headed up by who? The Roman Catholic Church. All right. So yeah, man. You know, so the Pope is out of here, man. The false prophet. All right, which is the Roman Catholic Church, man. All these so-called religions, like I said, they stem back to Roman Catholicism, man. You know, including Islam, like Elder Apostle Ramlock mentioned in his video yesterday, man. You know, so the Roman Catholic Church is the false prophet, man. Let's get this in Revelation 20 and close out. So yeah, these devils, they about to be taken out, man. We're at the end of their kingdom. We're at the end of their rulership, man. Revelation 20. And I'll start at 7. Revelation 20 and 7. It says the subheading is Satan free, doomed. And like I said, the so-called white man, these Edomites, they're the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. That's why the Vatican, they got all that serpent symbolism, man. All right. Revelation 20 and 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. This is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. This is talking about the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. All right, because remember, during the Dark Ages, Jake, all right, was in rulership, man. You know, so Satan was loose. The Edomites were loose, and they came back into power, and they call it what? The Renaissance, like I said earlier, man. That's when they came, the Lord rose them back up. All right. So they came back into power, the Edomites. And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog. All right. Because they were from the caves of what's called today Georgia, Russia. All right. They're the cave dwellers. They call themselves what? Caucasians, man. This is talking about the Edomites. To gather them together in battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints. The saints are the Israelites. And the beloved city, which is Jerusalem. And fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and devoured them. So the missiles are coming, man. All right. The missiles and the chariot fire. All right. Fire from the so-called UFOs, man. All right. That's what's coming, man. That fire is coming from heaven, man. The missiles and the chariot fire, man. Verse 10. And the devil that deceived them, and that's what devil means, deceiver. And I ain't talking about a man on the ground with horns on his head and a pitchfork and a red bodysuit on, man. The devil is the so-called white man. The so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Devil just means deceiver. Simple. Revelation 20 and 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are. So the beast, like I said, NATO and the EU. All right. And the false prophet, which is the Roman Catholic Church. They're all going to be cast into the lake of fire, man. All right. And shall be tormented day and night forever and ever, meaning for a long time. All right. Because eventually the fire, all right, the lake of fire, which is America, Babylon the Great, being destroyed by thermonuclear fire, is gonna go out. It's gonna burn for a long time, but it's gonna go out eventually, man. So that forever and ever is not talking about literally eternity. It just means a long time. All right, so the beast and the false prophet are gonna be cast into the lake of fire, man. All right, and we're in the time of the beast system now, man. They're about to. You see what's going on with like I said, the New World Order, Fourth Industrial Revolution, the microchip, the brain chip. All right. So the beast and the false prophet are going to work miracles, false miracles on the left-hand side, and are going to deceive many. But they all are going to be cast into the lake of fire, man. All right. And like I said, we're in the end. The whole world knows that the Roman Catholic Church is wicked as hell. You know, they should anyway. But the majority of the people of the world, they know, man. You know, they know what the Roman Catholic Church is all about. All right, but see, that's why the Roman Catholic Church, they put all these different lies out there, all these different religions, all right, to fool people, because a lot of people don't know that all the religions, all right, they're part of the Roman Catholic Church. You know, that's part of the false prophet working miracles, man. Because they put all these different religions out there, but they control it all, man. It's all Roman Catholic doctrine. All these false religions that you can think of, man. Like I said, Christianity, Jehovah wickedness, you know, 5%ers, you know, Mennonites, all that, man. Islam, it all goes back to it's all a part of the Roman Catholic Church. It's all Roman Catholic doctrine, man. So that's what they don't want you to know. All right, they make it seem like these religions, so-called religions, are all different, but it's all Roman Catholic dogma, man. You know, so the false prophet and the beast are gonna be cast into the lake of fire, man, and that's the time that we're coming into, man. So don't bend the knee, don't bow the knee to this beast system that's about to be implemented, man. Don't take the chip. You know, don't worship his image, meaning what you seek to be a part of his society. All right, because that's the image of the beast, being a part of his society, taking part in his society, man. All right. And, you know, of course, the number of the beast, which is 606, 666, Chi Psi stigma, man. You know, so, hey, don't worship the image, don't receive his mark. Completely resist the beast system and the false prophet, man. Because they're about to really start working those miracles on the left-hand side, and they're going to deceive a lot of people, man. So, hey, don't resist this beast system, man. Do not bend the knee to the beast system. And the elect of the nation of Israel is not going to. It's already written. All right? So the false prophet and the beast are about to be cast into the lake of fire, man. You know, and Pope Francis kicking the bucket. You know, the Lord bringing them back to the spirit world, all right, is a good thing for us, man. All right, because it's all wickedness, man. The Roman Catholic Church is wicked as hell, man. The Roman Catholic Church is the false prophet. All right. So, hey, resist this beast system, man. Don't take the chip, which is the mark of the beast, because this devil, he's about to be taken out, man. We ain't got long. We just got to keep fighting, stay in the spirit, and endure, man. Yahweh Shai getting ready to come and take us home, man. Deliver us out of this hell, Lord willing. We be of the elect, then we make it on the first go round, man. So damn the beast, damn the Roman Catholic Church, which is the false prophet. Yahweh Shai about to take all you devils out, man. All right. I pray that this has been edifying to the elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in our truth and sincerity. Shalom, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David, starting with 144,000, followed by the 1/3 remnant. Abba, shalom.